Hello everyone, this is Rainiac. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past for the 3DS. Previously, the party arrived in Greenthumb Gardens and defeated the Rainiac. Still rigid from the rain. One man is still stiff from the grey rain. We'll have to do something about that. Dear Almighty, whatever should I do? Traveling from town to town spreading the good word of the Almighty is my life's work. But when I look at what Mayor Burdock has done for this place, and the passion that burns in his eyes, I'm just not sure I can bring myself to leave. Hello? Did y'all hear that? Somebody out in the herb garden didn't get away in time, and they done got turned to stone. I don't understand. The angel's tears should have cured everyone, right? It's not a question of getting away in time. Even if they had run indoors before the rain came, they still would have been turned to stone. Is everyone back to normal now, then? Let's go and see. Look, the clouds have all gone. The curse must have been lifted, too. I done heard the rumors the adults are spreading about a grey rain that turns folks' bodies to stone. That's how come I done took shelter in the weapon shop just as soon as I seen that cloud come over. Every dang muscle in my body feels like a piece of old boot leather. Ain't no way I'll be dragging myself down to that there herb garden. I just can't believe Carraway done got turned to stone. That boy's always been so good to me. If he ain't around no more, I don't rightly know what'll become of that herb garden. Truly I don't. Hey, I thought y'all said he done got turned to stone? He ain't no statue. He's just stiff as all heck is all. Oh me oh my, the poor boy who done got turned to stone in the herb garden. It was Carraway, wasn't it? And the young missy with him. It's Lavender, huh? Oh goodness. That's weird. The curse has definitely been lifted, but he's still out for the count. Maybe we won't be able to get in this way. Let's see if there's a back entrance. Get out of our way. We need to see what's going on in the herb garden. Hey, come on now. Quit your swarping and stop pushing. We all want to make sure Lavender's okay, you know. Anyhow, how do y'all know if we go in there, we won't get got like Carraway done did, and be turned all to stone, hmm? Hello? If you're fixin' to fill up on supplies, y'all are gonna have to come back later. This old body of mine just ain't right. Won't do a dang thing I tell it. Figure it's on account of I spent so many years standing behind that there counter. You have no idea. No wonder he's stiff. He must have been standing in the same position for ages. I'm from Ember, me. You might have heard of it. It's the place with the flaming festival. Ah, yes. I were only supposed to be popping here to buy some herbs, but now I'm here, I don't want to leave. Okay. That soldier done said he was here on some kind of mission, but he ain't done much I can remember but sit here and drink. My sister's always brooding over crystal balls or tarot cards or some such. Reckon I wouldn't be much of a sister to her if I didn't try and do something to bring out her charms. This just ain't right. It ain't right. What's a little old country girl like me doing, dressing up in all this finery and dancing in a place like this? It's my no-count sister's fault. Every time she gambles her boneheaded self into trouble, I gotta dance us out of it all over again. Mina and Maya, I presume? Hello. Sorry, bet y'all are gonna have to go ahead and come back later. I'm feeling a mite out of kilter here. Body's all stiff and such. It's best I lay off work a while. You do that, good sir. Well, I do declare, how in the name of the Almighty did this happen? There I was, fixing some fresh stew, and now here it is, all full of mold and such. Hello, cat. Meow. I'm just visiting town to see the daughter of an old friend. I'd only just arrived when the rain started to fall, so I still haven't actually met her. I wonder how little Lavender's getting on these days. Lavender, huh? Dang, I got a mighty bad feeling about this. I want to call on Lavender round her place a while back, but she was nowhere to be seen. Hello there. I never thought Carraway was the kind to force himself on a girl. Well, I'm fixin' to remind him that he ain't nothing but a low-down garden hand, and he better keep his dirt-digging hands off what ain't rightly his. Definitely a jerk. How rude. He could at least have excused himself before running off. Hello? I ain't the kind to mind a lick of tardiness, but I got my limits. Why ain't that no-good Carraway back yet? I mean, he done told me he was stepping out with Lavender and not to wait up and all, but he's been gone a mighty long time now. Sorry, folks, this old body of mine just ain't moving the way I need it to right about now. If y'all are here to buy herbs, go talk to one of my boys, Carraway or Herbie. They'll be happy to help y'all out. Carraway, wake up! Please wake up! This ain't no time to be fooling around. Please, Carraway. Say something. Anything. There's no response, but he's not a corpse. He appears to be breathing. That's weird. The curse has definitely been lifted, but he's still out for the count. Hey, come on now. Y'all can't be standing in front of me like that. I can't see what's going on there with Carraway and Lavender. Lavender, honey, what happened here? Come on now, just tell it to me straight. It's Carraway. Oh, he was just trying to protect me from the rain, but that's all. And now he's... Oh. Well, that's something at least. Looks like the herb garden done came out of all this okay. Huh? Dill, what's going on here, boy? What are y'all doing? Pa, it's Carraway, Pa. He done gone soaked something awful by that there gray rain. He ain't turned to stone precisely, but he don't look none too good. Kinda stiff. And we can't seem to wake him at all. Hot dang! Well, don't stand there like a cactus in the gosh darned rain. Go on and fetch him up to the house. But, Pa, I done told you, the varmint's as stiff as a board. Ain't no way I can lift him by myself. Well, ain't you just a regular hero? Say, I hate to trouble y'all, but I'd be much obliged if you could lend a hand in getting this poor boy here on up to the house. Will you help a man in need? Certainly. That's mighty kind. All right, gently now. Now hold on just a minute there, Davos. You can't rightly expect me to believe a tall tale like that. You're telling me not just Carraway here, but every single gosh darn person in town done got turned to stone? It's the truth. When we first got here, there weren't any humans, just stone statues. And who knows how long you were like that? You could have been there for ages for all we know. Okay. I guess we all were a mite suspicious something strange was going on, but dang. Ain't as if we didn't have fair warning, I guess. We done had ourselves a visit from an old coot and his old friend a while back. They done warned us about folks turning to stone. Anyhow, seems we were saved thanks to y'all. All of us excepting Carraway, that is. This is all my fault. Carraway let himself get soaked by that gray rain just to protect me. Why, Carraway, why would you do that? You never so much as looked my way our whole lives, and now this. Hey, that reminds me. What exactly were y'all doing out there in the herb garden anyhow, huh? You better tell me, and it better be good, or I swear I'll... Oh, Dill, it was nothing. Nothing, huh? Then you won't mind telling me all about it. We're engaged to be married, remember? We don't got no secrets. Why can't you just leave it, Dill? I told you it was nothing. Just let me alone. Nice job, Dill. Lavender, honey. That darned hot-headed fool of a boy, and in front of guests, too. Sorry you had to see that, Davos. Now, how about we continue this up at the house? Mosey on by whenever you have a moment, you hear? See you later, Mayor Burdock. That old coot and his little friend must have been Felix and the old-timer from Regenstein. It sounds like they really did go through with their plan to travel the world, then. Humph, there really is no limit to how jealous a man can be. Come on, Davos, we've got a moment right now. Let's go to that man's house. Carraway's out cold. The man who's still feeling the effects of the grey rain goes by the name of Carraway. He's not quite been turned to stone, but he's out cold, and his eyes won't open. Watching over him is a terribly tearful young woman called Lavender. Apparently, it was protecting her that landed Carraway in his current plight. Burdock, mayor of the town and proprietor of the herb garden, asks the party to help him carry Carraway into his house. The grey rain strikes again. Davos tells Burdock what happened to Greenthumb Gardens and how everyone was turned to stone. The mayor is reluctant to believe him at first, but then he remembers some visitors he had, an old man and a young boy, who warned of a wicked grey rain. But the question of why Carraway is the only one still feeling the effects of the rain remains unanswered, and Burdock turns to Lavender for enlightenment. It turns out that Carraway didn't run for cover like everyone else, but concerned himself only with sheltering Lavender from harm. But upon hearing this tale of heroism, Burdock's son Dill starts to question Lavender about why she was in the herb garden with Carraway in the first place. Lavender is clearly in no mood to be accused of anything, and storms out of the house in a rage. Burdock seems rather ashamed at having such a scene play out in front of visitors, and invites the party back to his house to talk more. Howdy there, name's Herbie. Brother Carraway, you know, that green-fingered kid done devoted his life to herb growing. Ever since we was knee-high, all he ever wanted was his own herb garden. Dang, I sure hope he don't die before he gets to make his dream a reality. There's no response at all. He is still completely dead to the world. Poor Carraway. I done gone raised a plumb fool for a son. Why would he sacrifice himself to save some girl he don't hardly know? And one who's fixin' to marry young Dill besides. I done seen Dill chasing off after Lavender. That dumb booger, he just don't get it. When a girl ain't of a mind to talk, ain't nothing you can do. Just gotta leave her to cool down a while. Would you be jealous if you saw me with another boy, Davos? No. What? Why not? You're so rude. Burdock's house is the one next to the herb garden, isn't it? This town really smells. It's not a bad smell or anything, just strong. I feel like someone's shoved a bunch of flowers up my nose. What done happened to Carraway is a danged shame. I bet his pa's all kinds of torn up about it. Not least because it's gonna be a whole lot more work attending to that herb garden if his boy ain't around. Praise the Almighty! Isn't Mayor Burdock's herb garden just wonderful? It's obvious that he takes excellent care of it. Everybody knows Lavender only comes to the herb garden so she can talk to Carraway. She ain't said that to nobody, of course, but you can tell just by looking at her. It's plain as day. Yes. Teehee, I'm a regular little heartbreaker, aren't I? Say, can y'all keep a secret? Well, sure, kid. Okay, then let me tell y'all what I done seen. It was just afore that grey rain done started fallin'. Carraway and Lavender was in the herb garden, and they was hollerin' fit to beat the band. So they were arguing, were they? That grey rain is the biggest thing that ever done happened here in Greenthumb Gardens. I was mighty stiff for a while there, couldn't move worth a damn, but I'm all fine and dandy now. Dang, I sure am bumfuzzled. That there grey rain must have been a-fallin' a good old while, but ain't a puddle to be seen. Lavender ain't dealin' none too well with what done happened to Carraway. Sure, she acts all tough when I'm around, but I can tell she's in an awful bad place. But what do? I just can't figure it out and until I do, ain't no wedding plans being made, that's for sure. Oh, Dill, why don't you quit your whining and do something useful for once in your no-good life? Try to put yourself in her shoes, why don't you? She's known Carraway since they was little kids. Ain't no surprise to nobody but you she's so upset. Quit crying and carrying on, and think of a way to get that boy back on his feet, for her sake and yours. You're right, Pa. I'll get to work right away. We'll have him back on his feet before you can spit. We'll see about that. Dill and I do have one thing in common, I suppose. We both come from rich families. Apart from that, though, we're like chalk and cheese. Firm words from Father. Davos and the others arrive at Burdock's house and catch the end of an exchange between the mayor and his son Dill. Following a few stern words from his dad, Dill vows to find a cure for Carraway's condition and charges off to his room. But both he and his father seem considerably more concerned with easing Lavender's worries than with curing Carraway. Hello, Burdock. Well, howdy, Davos. It sure is nice when folks keep their word. I wish everybody was even half as reliable as you. I don't rightly know what to do about this little situation we got ourselves here. Right now, it seems to me making sure little Lavender ain't hurting too bad is about the best we can do. Say, can I ask for y'all's help with that? I know it ain't right to impose upon you again, especially with you on some kind of journey and all, but it's like I said, ain't nobody in this town I can rely on. Least of all my Dill. Heck only knows what goes through that boy's mind. Whatever thoughts are going through Dill's mind, taking care of his fiancée doesn't seem to be one of them. There's only one way to find out what Dill's thinking. Let's go and ask him. Looking after Lavender. It turns out that Burdock has a favor to ask Davos and the gang. He wants them to make sure that the situation isn't taking too much of a toll on Lavender. Let's go follow that Dill. Oh my, poor Dill. You look frazzled, honey. Have you been wearing yourself out, fretting about dear Lavender again? Please, Cayenne, let me be. I need time to think on all of this. Uh-oh. So stop it, Cayenne. What's wrong? If Lavender and Carraway can have their carry-on, why can't we? There ain't gonna be no carrying on. Quit your nonsense, Cayenne. It ain't nonsense still. Why do you think Lavender's always going to the herb garden if it ain't for a little rendezvous with Carraway, huh? She just likes herbs is all. Well, I do declare, it must be almost nice being as dumb as you, Dill. She sure likes something in that herb garden, but it ain't the herbs, let me tell you. Quit it, Cayenne. You ain't got no idea how it is between us. Lavender would never go behind my back. She'd never hurt me. Never. Never, ever. Oh, that Dill. Grr, that Dill is so pathetic. Just looking at him makes me furious. Dill said he was going to think of a way to cure Carraway, but it looks like he's got other things on his mind. Come on, let's go and see how Lavender's doing. Dill's distress and Cayenne's cruelty. The party spy a distraught-looking Dill, having a robust exchange of views with a maid called Cayenne. She seems insistent that Lavender only ever went to the herb garden because of her feelings for Carraway. But Dill refuses to believe it and storms off in a huff. Might he have decided to return to his beloved Lavender? Dill just can't help himself. Poor fool boy always feels he has to step in and help the needy. It's a bad habit, that's what it is. It's like he doesn't even remember that by rights he should be with me, and not that no-good charity case Lavender. We have more than a love triangle here. What was that all about? Some kind of forbidden love between the master and the maid? I didn't think things like that actually happened. What's that? Hasn't the same thing ever happened to me? Ha! If only. Poor Prince Kiefer. Even Dill seems to be more of a catch than he is. I don't want to think about that stupid man anymore. Let's go and find Lavender. We should be able to get more sense out of her. Master Dill is always wailing about something or other, isn't he? It's all right when wolves do it, but it makes him look like a total plonker. Well then, let's go find Lavender. Dill just don't never seem to learn. Why bother going on over there to see Lavender when he knows she's just gonna turn him away? Oh, hello. Aw, dang it all. Lavender wouldn't even speak to me. She done kicked me out before I could say one word. Guess there ain't nothing for me to do but wait for her to start feeling better. Ugh, he's such a waste of space. Don't you start feeling sorry for him, Davalos, or you'll be just as bad as he is. Now let's head up. Oh. It's not much, Lavender, but here's something to help you pay back your parents' loan. A loan, huh? Stop it. I can't take money from you. Seriously, your father was very good to me back when I was starting out. This is just my way of saying thanks. I know your parents saddled you with lots of debt. It can't be easy for you. You don't need to be fretting on my account. I'm gonna marry Dill. Once I do that, I won't need to worry about them loans no more. Ah, so that's why she's doing this. You're marrying Dill, Burdock's son. Congratulations. Then why don't you take this as an engagement gift instead? All the best, Lavender. Good luck. So Lavender's parents saddled her with debt, did they? I can't imagine what it's like to spend your whole life worrying about money. Poor Lavender. Her mom and dad have left her all on her own. Marrying into money. Davalos and friends arrive at Lavender's house and catch the end of her conversation with a visitor. It seems Lavender's parents saddled her with a lot of debt when they died. And marrying Dill would certainly be one way of getting out of such a mess. It sure is nice of folks to show such kindness when times are tough. And I feel awful, but it hurts. Every gift, every favor, it's like a dagger through my heart. I can't repay them. I can't repay none of them, and it kills me. It hurts so, so bad. I know exactly how she feels. If I were lavished with golden gifts, I'd feel absolutely off. Davalos, what are you making that face for? Poor Lavender. Dill's in a pickle. Oh. Here comes Lavender. I wonder where she's going. That herb garden, maybe. Lavender's gone to see Carraway, I'd imagine. Come on, let's go and make sure she's okay. Lavender ran off at a right old lick. I wonder what happened. How come you're so relaxed, Davos? I'm filled with the thrill of the chase myself. Come on, let's go after Lavender. What's her hurry? While taking a stroll around Greenthumb Gardens, the party spot Lavender rushing off towards the herb garden. Could something untoward have happened? Let's go see, shall we? Don't fret, Lavender, honey. We don't hold no grudge against you, child. It was Carraway's own choice to do what he did. You ain't got no reason to feel bad. But what if he never wakes up? Oh, but he will, child, he will. See, I done heard of a medicine that can cure just about any ailment known to man. We just need to get a hold of some, and Carraway will be fine and dandy. A medicine that can cure any ailment? Where are we going to find something like that? What? There's a medicine out there that can cure Carraway. I'd like to hear more about this. If what folks are saying is true, y'all are the ones who saved us all back when we was turned to stone. Well, I hate to ask another favor so soon, but would y'all mind awfully going to fetch that medicine they're saying will make Carraway better? I'd go myself, but I ain't accustomed to traveling, and I don't know the first thing about medicine. Lavender can count on us, right, Davos? I done heard this medicine that cures all ills is made on the other side of the mountains over yonder. So, if y'all are fixin' to be headin' over eastward any time, would you mind picking a little up? I can't bear the thought of spending my twilight years just staring at my boy lying there. Come to think of it, I heard about a fella drinking over there at the saloon who's here a-visitin' from that neck of the woods. He's here to buy herbs, or so they say. Maybe he'll be able to tell y'all a little more about where y'all might be able to find that old miracle cure. There's a man in the saloon who knows where to find this medicine. Come on, then. Let's go and have a word with him. A miracle cure? It turns out that Lavender was running to see Carraway. It seems she can't stop worrying about him. Fortunately, Carraway's father has some good news for her. It seems there's a special kind of medicine that can cure any ailment. Carraway's father asks a favor. Carraway's father asks Davos and the gang to fetch the miracle cure that might get Carraway back on his feet. He tells them about a man in the saloon who's come to buy herbs. Maybe he'll know more about where to go. We can only hope. So let's go down to the saloon. Sir, hey, come on now, sir. Listen to me. You came all the way on over here from your hometown there to buy herbs, am I right? Then how about you go buy some dang herbs instead of spending all your time whooping it up in here? Ugh, this is me worst nightmare, is this? I just popped over to buy some up for one of old Pamela's potions, you see. Pamela, huh? But then I turned around to go home, and Flaming Burnmont's flaming disappeared. How the heck did that happen? And these people wonder why I drink. He said he was here to buy ingredients for Pamela's potions, didn't he? You don't think it's Pamela who makes that marvelous medicine they're all talking about, do you, Davalos? Of course, Pamela's potions. If this man just popped over here to buy some ingredients, we can pop over there to pick up some of her medicine. Or at least we would have been able to if Emberdale hadn't gone and disappeared. I suppose we could try going there the same way we did first time. Dang, that's kinda impressive, I gotta say. That there soldier may be drunk as a skunk, but he can still cut a rug. And how? Well, color me annoyed. I was just minding my own business, trying to teach my sister a few dance moves, so she can catch the eye of a fine-looking boy or two. And now there's drunken old coots taking over the stage. Pamela's errand boy. The man in the saloon is in town to buy herbs for Pamela, the fortune teller over in Emberdale. But he says he's no longer able to head home. Apparently, it used to be possible to travel between Greenthumb Gardens and Emberdale, but now that's no longer the case. So I guess we have to go to Emberdale. Well, Pamela is a medicine woman, I suppose. If anyone knows how to make the medicine we need, she will. Is there any medicine that can bring Mr. Carraway back to normal? Humph, everywhere we go, there's always someone who wants us to run an errand for them. Can't these people do that? Can't these people do anything for themselves? Still, there's no use in moaning about it. Let's start looking for that medicine, eh? That's right. So first we have to go back to the Shrine of Mysteries. And the Emberdale we have to go to is the one in the past. Hello, matey. So, back to the Emberdale region. And it does seem to be right next to the Greenthumb Gardens area. Come on, Davalos, let's go and ask Pamela if she can whip up some medicine for us. Whenever I see that volcano, it reminds me of the time we had to go right down inside its crater. If I never get that hot and bothered again, it'll be too soon. Everything around here smells a bit smoky. I think it's that big mountain's fault. So, back to Emberdale. Hello again, Emberdale. In the past. Good old Pamela. I bet her potions are just the best. Come on, Davalos. Let's see if we can find her. Alright, let's go and see Pamela. We've got to get Mr. Carraway back to normal as soon as possible. Oh, hello there, Pamela. Hey up, Davalos. I've not seen you for a while. Your travels are going smoothly, I take it? By the look on your face, I'd say maybe not, eh? Why don't you tell your Auntie Pamela all about it? Tell Pamela about what happened to Carraway in the herb garden? Certainly. A rain that turns folk to stone, eh? That's a right flaysome curse, is that? Still, I have a concoction in mind that should soften the lad up and get him back on his feet. I should have the ingredients back home and all. Let me go and take a look. All right, Pamela. Come on, Davalos. Let's follow Pamela over to her place. I hope this concoction she's thinking of is a good one. Will we be able to make Mr. Carraway better now? Hooray! Pamela's place reprised. The party returned to Emberdale via the assembly room and explained the situation to Pamela. After listening to what they have to say, she agrees to help them and returns to her shop to start mixing the medicine. So over to the trading post. Pardon me, kids. Hello again, Pamela. That prescription you asked for is ready. Give him this, and the lad'll be right as rain in no time flat. Here, go on, take it. And we get Pamela's prescription. All me medicine special, of course, but that there's extra special. There's no doubt in me mind it'll do the trick. Now then, you'd better get going. No need to let that lad suffer any more than he needs to, eh? I wonder if this medicine will really work. Well, there's only one way to find out. Ahoo! This medicine smells really bitter. Wow, I'm actually quite impressed. She knew exactly what medicine to make for Carraway without even examining him. And we now have Pamela's prescription, a special remedy rustled up by Pamela the fortune teller. Pamela's prescription. By the time Davalos and company arrive in Pamela's shop, the medicine is all made up and ready for them. With Pamela's prescription in hand, it's time to go back to Greenthumb Gardens. Alright, Davalos, let's get back to Greenthumb Gardens. Well, we've got the medicine. Thank goodness for that. Let's give this medicine to Mr. Carraway and make him better again. Alright, we've got the medicine. Fingers crossed it does the trick. Urgh, I wouldn't want to drink that medicine, no matter how ill I was. I can't believe that Pamela actually made us some medicine that can cure any illness. Come on, let's go back to Greenthumb Gardens and give it to Carraway. Too bad she can't give us some for our travels. Something to cure any ailment in battle. Well, excuse me, cat. Now back to the present. And before heading back, I might as well rest at home. At least the price there is right. Free. Now back to the shrine. Then we'll head back to Greenthumb Gardens. Hello again, matey. Indeed. Emberdale and Greenthumb Gardens are right next to each other. At least, the regions are. Alright, we've got the medicine. Fingers crossed it does the trick. Now back to Greenthumb Gardens, y'all. Hello again. There y'all are. I just knew today was the day. I've been here since dawn waiting for y'all to show up. Now pardon me for cutting to the chase, but I gotta ask. Did you get that there miracle medicine for Carraway? Yes, sir. Oh, thank you kindly. I just knew I could count on you. I better go tell Lavender the good news. I'll meet y'all at Carraway's bedside in a minute or two. It will be a few minutes, sir. Several. It's a good job Carraway's father knew about Pamela's medicine. Now we just need to hope that it works. You've forgotten which one is Carraway's house. It's that little cottage at the back of the herb garden. Let's go and visit Carraway and his dad. I'm itching to see them again. At least I think that's why I'm itching. I've got the remedy. Arriving back in Greenthumb Gardens, the party find Carraway's father pacing around looking extremely anxious. It seems he's been on tenterhooks now for ages, waiting for Davos and company to return. Naturally, he's delighted to see them, and immediately goes to tell Lavender the good news. Now all that remains is to administer the cure to Carraway. I will do that next time. For now, I'll save. This is Rainiac. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.